Okay. Is it between a certain time? Yeah. Those ones are kind of bullshit. I have things that I can like do with you that are like 400,000, another 400,000 type thing, but unfortunately you can't jump there yet. So we have to get you in a better ship or get you a better frame shift drive. Preferably we're gonna get you better ship first, and then we're gonna work on actually upgrading that ship because there's no point in upgrading the Sidewinder in my opinion. It's kind of a piece of trash.
That's for ship.
The Horizons or whatever.
Yeah, he got everything. It's the complete edition.
Yeah, yeah.
I got it too.
So I think that's the only one you can buy these days.
Yeah,
I think that's
well,
like they took.
The only reason why that came out was so you can land on planets.
Yeah.
Pretty much. A little bit more missions. You can land on planets.
Are you below deck or are you above right now? Oh, I can see you. Oh, okay. No, that's not you then. Oh no, no, I can see your little tiny white ship. I'm that gigantic ass red one coming in. Yeah, I'm just landing right now. Yeah, so pick one that's like, you know, eliminate this many pirates or massacre this many pirates or something like that. Generally, your VIP missions are going to pay more, but it's going to be that bullshit of like, I gotta wait 2 hours to be able to do this mission.
Let's see who this guy is. Laid back. Neutral. Yeah, okay. You know what? We're gonna do that. Alright.
You know, I'm gonna quickly look on my mission board, and I'm gonna see if, because I'm probably gonna have higher payouts. I'm gonna probably have more options, and I mean, hopefully.
Alright, heading to Exnia. Whatever that is, Exnia.
Okay, so I got one that's 1.5 mil here. That we could do 700,000. You will be able to make it to hit this spot, yes. 1.5 million again. Oh, it's that optional shit. Oh. How many do I have to take out for this? 16 pirates? That's not horrible. What's the one for 1.5 million? 36 pirates. So we'll do the 16 pirate one for now. Because it won't take as long. It'll get you in a better ship, and then we can get off to like some better missions and shit like that right away. You're also going to need to do a couple of things. No. Just as long as you got a couple guns that you can land a couple shots on, and just, you know, don't die. You know, just like they're pretty much going to be aggroed on me the entire time because it's like, you know, a David versus Goliath thing. You know, it's like they're going to be very much focused on me, and my shields. I think I have something like 12 or 13,000 absolute HP on my shields, and then I have a shield cell bank that can recharge my shields in like a second. Just so like, so like pretty much they.
Frame shift drive
Yes and no. So, you can pretty much, there's this website called EDDB, stands for Elite Dangerous Database, and it is your go-to to find anything. Like, you pretty much, you can type in like, oh, I want to find tobacco so I can go move some tobacco and source some tobacco. Put in tobacco, you're the system you're in, you know, like, let's say you're in a large ship, you need a large landing pad, so you put that in, and, you know, you just...
Yep.
Yeah, like, my large ship can't land at a lot of places because it's large. Once we get you a new ship, you're gonna want to buy a fuel scoop. That's like your go-to, because it'll prevent you from getting stuck in the middle of nowhere. Avoid the 1 fuel scoop. Avoid the 2 fuel scoop. Try for a 3.
Frameshift drive charging.
No, you skim across the sun.
Yeah.
In certain places. You can't skim like red dwarfs because they just don't have enough power, and I would never skim like a white.
There's not enough hydrogen coming off them, and yeah, whites are very hot, so they're gonna be kind of warm to skim off of. I still do it, but I mean,
it's difficult.
To each his own. Yeah. Pretty much, I just quickly go to your options. Go to controls and go to flight throttle. Go down to set speed to 0%, and then you're going to bind it to holding circle and pressing L1. Hold circle, press X on it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You're gonna hold circle and press L1, because that's one of the only ones that's not taken already. And then set speed to 75% is just gonna be circle R1.
I just have it on default. I don't move around.
No, well, I mean, those, like, you're gonna notice those 2 buttons don't do anything on default, so you may as well put them on something.
Oh yeah.
I have it on 0% because when I'm coming into a station and I want to enable my docking computer, you gotta lower your speed to 0%. So that's a quick way to do that, and then that whole thing I was telling you about before, when you're coming into like a station or something, like, you know, you're still in Super Cruise. Your estimated time thing or whatever with the 7 seconds, once you hit 7 seconds on the estimated time, if you hold circle and press R1, go to 75%, you don't have to adjust your speed at all. You just have to keep that thing in the middle of your, you know, thing or whatever, and you will come in to a point where, like, you won't have to, like, loop around, you won't have to, you know, speed up, slow down type thing. It'll just float you right into safe disengage. And then you're gonna go to Galaxy Map real quick. You can also press the left touchpad. I'm just gonna show you a couple things. So if you scroll 1 right, you can see that search bar. You can search any system. So if your buddy says like, "Oh, I found a really good money glitch in this system," that's where you're going to be searching it. If you scroll, yeah, so it'll spell it out for you. You type it in, and it'll bring you right over there. No, but it has to be the exact spelling, like punctuation and everything.
Scoop. Deployed.
If you scroll all the way to the end there, and then it says like show grid or whatever, and you pull it back 1 and you go to like realistic map power play.
I might have some issues going on here.
So go to the map section, and then go down to star class.
Frameshift drive charging.
should be in like map view configuration. Underneath that, like it might be set to like economy or yeah. So bring it down to star class. And then you're gonna uncheck everything except for KGB phone. So KGB FOAM is the things you're gonna have like checked off.
Warning, taking heat damage. Hull integrity compromised. Warning.
So yeah, so you're gonna uncheck LT. So pretty much like you're gonna keep like K, you can keep G, M, F. Yeah, like I personally like I have it set down to MKGF or whatever, like as like all the ones that I use, but you can expand that if you don't have the jump range yet or whatever to include O, A, and B. All the ones that, so like these are pretty much the fuelable stars. So like you're keeping the fuelable stars as ones that your navigation map will bring you to, and the non-fuelable ones as ones you're just gonna kind of skip over so you don't get stuck in a system where you can't refuel. Yeah, so here, like, I'll pretty much show you what mine looks like, and then I'll show you what most people's looks like. I'll just send you a couple pictures. Just quickly send these to you, because it's easier, like, to show you than... Pretty much. Like, this is what I had when I first started out, and...
We just got a new message. Who sent me a message?
Yeah. And that's gonna make sure you're not arriving at any, like, if you have a fuel scoop, you're gonna feel so confident that you're never gonna get stuck in space like I was, and you're gonna jump over to whatever system, and next thing you know, it's not gonna have a fuelable sun, so you're gonna be flying around there desperately looking for a place to, like, land, and there won't be one, so you're just gonna cry, have to turn off all your systems before it, you can't power your life support and breathe, and hope that somebody comes and rescues you before you become an icicle.
Well, if you have insurance, but if you're low level, just make sure if you buy a ship that you have enough money to cover that shit.
Yeah, so, yeah, pretty much there's like, every time you blow up your ship or anything like that, there's a buyback screen. I suggest always having at least 2 buybacks for every ship that you, like, or like for any ship that you're flying. Because that'll give you a chance to, like, take one death or whatever and buy it back and still have one left over, and then be able to make the money back to the next buyback before you have to buy that one back right away. Pretty much, if you can't buy back your ship, you lose it. And there's there's no like buy back later for more money or anything. No, it's like it's gone. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, so my current ship, it costs around 200 million to buy outright. And then and like the buyback of that was around 12 million. And now that I've like pretty much A-graded it and made it like all crazy and shit, it's about $45 million to buy that thing back. So like dying isn't really an option for me. Yeah, they tried to get Mike on this game, but he says like he heard it was hard, so he wasn't into it. Yeah. Oh yeah, like. I got it kind of more recently. Anyway, so you're on your whole map thing now. You can just bring that right back over to, or if you go over to Power Play, that'll show you like the bubble thing I was talking about. So like if you zoom out, all those different colors making up that big bubbly type looking thing. Well, not all the way out, but you know, go over to like that that realistic map Power Play thing and scroll over to Power Play. You can kind of see the bubble that so many people are going to be referencing, and that shows you like all the different powers and it's in the same thing where you were setting your stars, yeah. And if you zoom out, that's like where certain factions control. And so I've fully upgraded the dark blue guy down there, the Empire. That's where you get the current like you have to be upgraded with them to get the current ship I have. Red is also a really good one to upgrade with. They have a ship called the Corvette eventually. Really good PvE ship. Anyway, so you can bring that right back over to realistic so your map isn't all ugly looking all the time and exit out of it. And also, if you go into your transactions, you should see an invite to the mission that I shared. You have to accept that, and don't delete the mission message out in the message log, because that will negate your ability to get the payout. Yeah. Just make sure you accept that transaction. Oh yeah, I see it. Right,
the sector's in anarchy.
If you go to the top, like that message thing, and go to the like multi-crew, the second tab. Yeah. Go down to. No, just go down to options. You should see me in the wing there. My name. Go to options, enable your wing beacon just so we can always see each other, and then also click on my name and engage wingman navlock. That will allow me to pull you into hyperdrives and shit, so you won't have to figure out where to go. Yeah, you just have to pretty much follow behind me and make sure you're kind of near me while I... Yeah, I'm just flying above the station right now. You should definitely see me. I should be the blue thing on your map.
Man, today was a doozy. I woke up at like 10:45 this morning.
What was that?
I went to bed at like 1 and woke up at like 10:45.
Damn.
Incoming mission critical message. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Go. Well, thank you. I put a body kit and a paint job on it as well. It's not how usually it's just like kind of like pristine white, and it doesn't have like the horns on the front and stuff like that and the spoiler, but it's generally how it looks.
Did you put some different smoke on the back of it too?
Yeah, it's got red engines and red weapons.
Now, if somebody has, like, will the computer also have those different colors too?
Well, I mean, yes, if you have like the thing set to your fighter and stuff. Like, I have the smoke and the weapon colors set to my fighter as well. Yeah, well, I mean, I have way bigger engines on it and shit.
Cannot comply.
Yeah, you can do anything you want, really. You can take all your shields off if you want to, if you're real ballsy. Yeah, no, like I do a lot of passenger missions, like moving people. Get paid a lot for doing that. You also get paid a lot for hauling, like you were saying, like whatever, like cargo and shit. I don't personally. It takes a long time, and unless you are in a wing or something where you have somebody who can like come back you up, it's pretty risky because there's a lot of people who like even NPCs and shit who like sit in shipping lanes like near or like, you know, search out mining sites and shit for people who are mining and just steal what they've mined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So,
well.
Yes and no. I mean, if you're wanted, then no. If you're not wanted, then they will be wanted. Unless you're in an anarchy system where there's no like law enforcement, then it's kind of like an incognito crime. You can also, like, you should already have it checked off by default, but there's pretty much a thing in your functions tab on the right tab or whatever that's pretty much call or report crimes against me. And pretty much as soon as that happens, you'll put out a report to like the law enforcement in the area, and like 3 law enforcement ships will like drop in and start lighting up the guy who's attacking you.
Dude, son of a bitch.
All right, so I'm above the planet, so just when you're kind of closer to me, let me know. And all right, I'm just 24 kilometers. Where? What did you? Are you flying straight up? Where are you? Wait, where are you? Oh my god, I didn't realize how much faster I was. Are you mass locked right now? On the... Okay, so I'm gonna engage my frame shift then. You should also engage. Yeah. I'm going to throttle up. And then you should see like a thing where like, I don't know, like it'll like pull you like kind of... Oh shit, no. We will be going to Buddha. Alright, yeah, so slow down and come up behind me. I'm not moving that fast. Heading over to Buddhist. Exceeds winning? No fucking way. 1 second. You must not be able to make it there in 1 jump. Plot row. Come on. Yeah, I'm slowing right down. I don't know if you can make it to Buddhist. I don't know, man. You might not be able to make it to Buddhist. Don't do that. Don't do that. Alright, yeah, so you can't even make it to... Quickly go over to the right panel and go over to functions for me. And just tell me what your jump range is. Okay, so your unladen is 6.7 or something. Oh, Buddhist is 8 away. Oh, ridiculous. Can you go to your galaxy map real quick and see if you can route to Buddhist? There's I Buddhist. because I can't even route like a shorter route than what I already have. It's you can type it in if you want to, yeah, in the search bar. It's very close to us if you, but if you can't find it, yeah, it's just kind of below us. So if you use the touchpad, the left touchpad will go down, the right touchpad will go up on the galaxy map. So if you see where Styx is? Okay, so yeah, just go over the search thing and search it in then. It's very close to us. I Buddhist. So, oh yeah, so just I. So B is in Bob. Omega, Tom, I, Sarah. Sorry, there's a space between I and Buddhist. That's my bad. You're plotted? Okay, so go to the what's it called? The thing where you engage Wingman Navlock on me.
Yeah.
Turn it off.
Suck a dick.
I'm gonna engage on you, and you're gonna pull me into the hyperdrive. Okay.
Scoop deployed.
It's not in or in like you're gonna be jumping like if you click the left panel, you on the left side of the panel you should see like a destination and then a route, and then so your route is where your final destination is, so it should say like, okay, cool. So my navlock is engaged on you. I'm coming up behind you, so you go ahead and yeah, just point towards it, engage your hyperdrive or whatever. I'll automatically get pulled into you. Sweet.
I just took out some turd burglar that tried to get me.
Alright, I'm just coming up on your wake, so just wait there for a second until I, that was a bit behind you. No, I'm just, so pretty much the way it works is, when I engage that navlock or whatever, it'll pretty much allow me to see the wake of where you jump to. Yeah, just wait for me in the next system. And then we go to I Buddhist. And once we get you a longer jump range, we can go a bit farther out, and there are some way higher paying missions just outside these beginning systems. So you can go ahead and make the next jump now. Yeah, and you pretty much, just to explain how I'm following your wake is, I just follow behind you, you know, like a few light seconds or whatever, and after you jump, a little thing comes on that like a little box appears or whatever, and it says like wake for you, like Arcanist or whatever going to this place, and you'll automatically just boot up your frame shift and jump right over there, which is, it's really convenient if you're traveling as a group. You know, nobody gets left behind. It's not like you'll be in the next system and your buddy gets pulled out of like Super Cruise by somebody and starts getting attacked, and like you guys are fucked because you can't go back to him, or it takes a while to go back to him. All right, so we are here. So we're going to be looking for res sites, nav beacons, and signal sources. Sweet. Hit it up. So you're gonna pretty much fly into it type thing. Like you're gonna approach it like it was a station.
Don't fly into it like I did.
But yeah, don't fly into it, but I mean like you're gonna approach it like it was a station and safe disengage on it and stuff. Yeah. There's 2 people who are wanted here, but not really what I'm looking for. And then one cool thing is, like, I could, like, you know, unfortunately, it's not really lucrative for people. It's fun, but not lucrative. It's, like, multi-crew, like, I have 2 seats in my thing, and, like, fighters and stuff, so you could, like, we could be playing together, and, you know, you could be, like, using my turrets, or hopping in my fighter and shooting for me and shit. Yeah. You can also, well, I mean, that's if I have, like, turreted guns or whatever, but
I just thought of the best idea ever, but it will never happen. A modded version of this game, but it's all Star Wars vehicles.
Oh, that'd be sick. That'd be fucking dope. I mean, what you could probably do, so press triangle when it says that. So yeah, I dropped in with you. So start pressing X on these ships, and if it says mission target, that's a mission target. Just pretty much, just keep locked on it. Don't shoot it, because then it'll start shooting at you. And I will, take care of him. So yeah, you just press X on him, and it'll say like you just like point at him, whatever, and you'll start scanning, and you'll get like information like you know how like.
Frameshift drive charging.
You just have to like press X and look at him. Definitely not R2. Like there are scanners that you can have. They're like for like stellar bodies and stuff. But you should just be able to like press X on a ship, and a little thing on the bottom left will like spin. Like it'll be spinning or whatever, and it'll say scanning. Maybe you don't have scanners.
Frameshift drive charging.
I put one of my scanners on one of my buttons. Like
no, like that's like a planetary scanner. Like
yeah.
The scanner I'm talking about, you shouldn't have to do anything fancy like that.
It must be one of those core component things. Are you talking about like when you gotta scan like the nav point? something?
No, like that's when you have to press a button. Maybe you're scanning like a nav point. Like I'm talking about like when you're like.
Yeah, just hold on to it.
Okay, yeah. So
yeah.
Hey, no. Well, yeah. So he gives you his name, but like, does it say like clean or anything like that?
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, you gotta wait. It will load up everything about the person as long as you do that. Scan like you hold
keep,
it on
like,
him and you
looking at
look
him
at
and
him.
shit. Yeah, you gotta like be pointed right at him type thing and.
4, 3, 2,
1. Try it. Yeah, I don't know, man. There are scanners, like I said, like they're probably talking about like a kill warrant scanner or something like that, which is different. So that's like an optional scanner where you can like search out like warrants that he might have throughout the galaxy or something.
fuel sync disengaged.
Yeah, so like the scanner I'm talking about, I should bring up like his name. It should say like his combat rank, so like harmless, competent. Oh, are they?
Find out which one's the bad one. Start shooting at it, so that way you get points when one of them decides to. It's
One
probably
second,
the
I'm
other
gonna
guy.
find out.
Check what's wrong with the other guy.
Yeah, I'm looking for who the dude is. Oh, it's this guy in the Python. Dick Gaddell, Dick Hadgal or whatever. So shoot a bullet at him, and you'll get paid for the bounty when they take him down and shit. But you have to like scan him first, though. If your ship doesn't know he's wanted, you can't shoot at him.
Well, I mean, can, but...
No, but you get wanted though. Like you have to like make sure that you get closer to him. I don't know, like. Okay, I don't know, man. Like you should be able to. You sure your meter's low? You're pretty far away on my screen. Oh fuck. Okay, yeah. So you're plenty close. Okay, so and on the bottom left, like to the left of the little picture of the thing. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So like, you did scan him. You just didn't know it. So like, yeah, pretty much. You hold square and press R1 and L1 to like cycle your fire groups. You should find them somewhere in there. There you go, bud. You know what? We could actually probably got more. I should have scanned him with my kill warrant scanner. We probably would have got paid like double that. It's my bad, dude. So that wasn't a mission target. So you saw how like on the left there it said like, you know, wanted or whatever. Below all of that, in red, like the wanted thing, it'll say mission target. And pretty much to scan those guys, you're like we said, where you're gonna press X and you're just gonna look at them, and eventually there's a little thing on the left side, like in that little box, it'll spin, and eventually it'll stop spinning, and you'll get more information, like how good he is at flying, if he's wanted or clean, and I think what he's flying, or... I don't think we're gonna... So that means somebody's scanning you. Don't worry about it. If you don't have like illegal cargo on you, or you're not wanted, you have nothing to worry about. It's probably just you know, the
police guys.
They'll
be like, "Ah, you're clean, burp."
Oh shit. Okay. quickly go ahead and lock onto my nav beacon, or my nav lock, or whatever. No, I mean, in the actual, like, message board thing. No, it'll be in your multi-crew, the second tab over. No, it's like, like in that, like, little message board thing, but you have to, like, tab over to multi-crew. It'll be like the two little people next to each other, right next to the little text box, and in between the little person with the plus sign. Like when you press like square and up. Just over that, like yeah, and it should say wing or whatever, and you click on my name and just go engage wingman nav lock. Oh, you're already enabled onto me. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna frame shift us out of here. A lot of these guys are gonna be kind of just flying around type thing, so we might have to interdict them. I have an interdictor, so we don't have to worry about that. Or we might find like other. Sometimes if you're flying around, you can find these little blue things. It's like a mission signal source. And if you drop into there, you're pretty much guaranteed to meet one of your mission targets. Doesn't happen all that often, though. Are you in Super Cruise with me, or are you still at that nav site, or that nav beacon? Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm just pretty much just flying around, just kind of. Oh, here we go. Unidentified signal source. That's where I'm gonna head. Oh, it's high grade emissions. Never mind. Actually, you know what? Actually, yeah, you know what? We'll go to these high grade emissions, and I'll teach you how to like scoop shit up. Because you're gonna like at places like this, you'll sometimes find like rare. Yes, you do. Yeah, every ship has a cargo scoop. No. Oh, okay.
Yeah, circle.
Circle and up, yeah.
Docking request granted.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so you're all blessed on that then. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep flying around type thing and just kind of looking at shipping routes, looking for unidentified signal sources. Nice, man.
Want a little adventure?
Yeah, just keep flying around. You'll see like little comet type things, like they look like comets. Those are other ships. Lock onto those and just like kind of do that little pointing at them thing. You'll scan them. If it says mission target, just keep locked onto them and chase them around. I'll come over to you and I'll see who you're locked onto, and I can interdict them out and we can get them that way. I'm just gonna make sure that I have everything scanned in this area. High grade what? Okay, so that is that's somebody who's entering hyperdrive. Highwake is always entering either hyperdrive or super cruise. We're in super cruise right now. Hyperdrive is between systems. If you have a wake scanner, let's say you're chasing a mission target or something, or you got a guy who has like a high bounty and he jumps away from you, you can scan his wake if you have the right scanner, and tell exactly where he went, and then chase him to that place. So yeah, you get data from scanning things as well. So it is worth just scanning things randomly. Pretty much, I'm pointing at them. And you can scan all sorts of things, you know, planets, you know, pretty much anything. I think you might have to have like a planetary scanner to scan the planets, but you can hold a lot of those datas and stuff. If you go over to the inventory and go down to like data and materials, you can see you can hold up to like 300, 150 of some of them, you know, 250, 300. So I mean, like, you can hold a lot, and those transfer like with your character. Those aren't ship dependent. So your ship can get blown up, you'll still have all your data. Yeah, I'm gonna go try over by Buddhist B. The other sun here. We could maybe they're hiding over this way. And you know, I just kind of, you know, keep looking at my contact list because, you know, if you have a contact that pops like in the top right, you'll see if a contact pops up, it'll say like one contact found or whatever. So yeah, if you just go over your contact list, you might be able to see like a person that you know may have not seen before, and if you just scan them, they might be a mission target.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
So go ahead and scan, and then yeah, you just press X on it, and then like and then kind of like find out where he is type thing, like find him. Scan.
Frameshift drive charged.
Like a lot of the time it's gonna be nothing. That's one thing about doing these missions is it can be a bit tedious. You know what you should do? You should go to any you should go to like your navigation, go to like Chango Dock or something, and land there.
I've been there.
Oh shit, okay. Okay, so you see how... Fuck, I fucked this up. You see how Chango has a little globe next to it?
Fuel scooping.
That's where we're gonna find our pirates.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Yeah, go to Chango, but land at Chango Dock, and go to your contacts and turn your bounty in, because if you die before you turn that bounty in...
Thank you. I have a bounty I have to hand in
Lock in
myself.
Super Cruise. Not comply.
Do you have your guns out? Put them away.
Yeah, put those away. You can't Super Cruise or fast travel or hyperdrive or anything if you have your landing gear down, your mask locked, you have your cargo scoop out, or you have your hard points deployed.
Nope.
Generally, as long as you're in deep space right now, so yeah, you can point any direction and Super Cruise in that direction. Yeah.
Yes.
You're gonna go to Chango Dock, and you're gonna dock there and turn your bounty in. Because if you die with a bounty, you will lose it. So go to your navigation, and you should see Chango Dock right underneath Chango, yeah.
South Kruger, Alpha Quebec Uniform, FFC channel open. Submit a request if you wish to dock at this facility. Authorization clear. Make your way to landing pad
Circle 1
4.
Yeah.
Acknowledged, Commander. Clear for assisted docking.
You should just float right on it. Until you get to the point where, like, Yeah, like pretty much you have to get underneath 1 megameter and underneath 1 megameter a second, uh, like like speed. So you have to just pretty much be traveling 999 kilometers and 999 kilometers away type thing to be able to make it work. Oh, I just fucked that right up. I always
You
fuck
got
this
an
up.
auto docker on your ship, right?
He does not. He doesn't need it. Don't. Oh yeah?
Docking confirmed. Dispatching
Did your speed reduce to 7
Commander.
What the? Restocking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, like if you have to do the loop of shame, it doesn't take that long, you know. It's just especially in like a smaller ship. You should learn how to dock and like dock efficiently with a small ship while you can, because you don't have a lot of optional points on that, and you shouldn't waste a spot for an auto docker on a ship like that. I have an auto docker on my gigantic ass ship because it weighs 5,000 tons, and you exert like a ridiculous amount of G's just trying to fucking move this shit. So in that sense, it's good to have a computer. But I learned, yeah, so I mean, like, you kind of want to have it at 7, but, I mean, like, 8 seconds is good too. I mean, so, like, what? So you should, like, speed up until it gets to 7 seconds, and then circle and R1 to bring it to 75%. And yeah, you should float in, and it should stay at like 7 or 6 seconds the entire time as you come in.
I've got so
Okay, well, I mean, like unless you get really close like that, then obviously it shortens up. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I gotta. No, it's Tango Dock. It's right next to the planet. Make sure you lock with yeah. So yeah, like one thing you might be noticing is you can't go as fast when you're near a planet. That's just one thing. Like, so you want to like try to avoid planets when you're on approach to like a dock near a planet type thing, because the gravity will slow you down.
There we go. I'll put that on my ship. Exchange.
So you see how it's rotating or whatever? It's always going to be on a point that doesn't like it's going to be on one of its like axles. Think of it like that. So you know, like the entrance will never it'll spin clockwise or counterclockwise type thing rather than, you know.
Nice. Corn turtle.
Yeah. And just make, you know, take it easy. One thing that's nice about those kind of docks is it'll always be the way you're facing, so you'll never have to spin your ship around or anything when you're flying into a dock. Like, it'll always be just fly straight in and go down type thing.
I do like that. 3A. Yep. that's right.
Yeah. Like they didn't pay you when it said you got the bound or the money for it. It just said like it's kind of available to you. And then yeah, you go to contacts and you go to like the bounty dude or whatever. Yeah.
This game's actually not that bad on a learning curve. It's once you... I mean, there are certain games that I cannot play. Like, I've tried, and I've tried, and I've tried. But I guess my brain is just too small to figure it out. Like, I'm trying to think what games. There's this... Oh, God. Most of them are strategy games. Like Civ 5. Love the game. I can figure it out real easy for me. But then there's like these games that are like a step further. These are PC games, by the way, but that are just ridiculously hard. There's like, oh god, where you're a king and then you gotta marry people, and then it's all of Europe, Europa, I think it's called. I'm not sure what it's called. It's just it's ridiculous, and you gotta attack certain countries since you're a king. You gotta marry your cousin. It's like all involved, and it's just like ridiculous. There's just like nothing. You can't figure it out.
And then yeah, then come back over to me when you get a chance. I did just take out a guy who was worth like 145,000. Just because, I mean, I'm trying to get through this mission so you can get the payout for it, but, I mean, that just gives you an idea, like, you can get a lot of money just from killing guys, and now that we're in the right place, we're going to find them a lot quicker. So, when you're in combat, I suggest you try to learn how to fly with flight assist off. If you hold triangle and press R1, you'll turn flight assist off, and you'll kind of like just float aimlessly, and it's kind of like difficult at first. It's really good to know how to do it though, because you'll be able to turn on people quicker, and they won't be able to track you as easy. No, you have to go to the bounty, like contacts. It's like a whole different thing. And you should see it in there, like, on the right side of it. Yeah.
Could go with clothing. That place could use some clothing.
Alright, and then come back over to me, because I got a mission target here. Okay.
Yeah, what a weird day. It said it was only going to be like 69 out today. It's like 74 out.
All I heard is it's America outside.
What?
All I heard is it's America outside. We use Celsius over here.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
are Celsius, forgot, yeah. Not that I forgot, but, you know.
I got you.
Cargo hold at
Yeah, so I'm just chasing the guy
capacity.
down. There was a guy flying around over here. He's in wing of 2, I believe, and he's a mission target, so I'm going to interdict him out. By what? You getting shot? Okay, yeah, so get out of there. Fly away. Yeah, that's okay. It's just a fine. Next time you land at the place, you'll be able to pay it off. And it's $400. It's nothing really in the grand scheme. So you're just gonna fly towards me, and try to get to like over to like kind of towards like pretty much this guy is flying all the fuck away. Like he's going towards like
base. Yes.
yeah.
You can boost. Make sure your engines are at full.
And then yeah, press circle to boost.
Landing gear retracted.
We've got some moderate traffic around the facility, Commander. Regulate your speed.
Yeah, like I mean, you can boost like if you have to get away from people as well, you can boost away from them. But you really only want to do that if
Frameshift drive charging.
I mean like so like let's say like I'm taking a lot of damage, I want to get out of there quickly. I'm gonna start boosting away and charging up my frameshift drive or whatever, and I'm boosting so I keep my speed and trajectory going in the same like place, so that as soon as it's charged, I'm out of there type thing. But at the same time, I have all like at that point I have yeah it's because I'm farther away from any like gravitational bodies or anything like I'm not near like anything anymore. So like I'm moving faster. Like farther away you get, the faster you go. You know what? I think I'm just gonna leave this guy. I'm not about like I don't want to fucking fly halfway across the galaxy to fucking chase this guy. Because what that guy's gonna do, he's gonna fly over to the other sun in the solar system, and he's gonna just fly all the way fucking back. So just go ahead and fly over to Chango, and just fly around that planet, and you should see like blue signal sources pop up. Lock onto those. You can find them in your contacts menu as well, or sorry, your navigation menu. Okay, I'll be over by Chango in a second. If you want to, you can just kind of stay sat inside the station. Okay, yeah, so yeah, just go ahead and save and exit and then hop back in when you're done. I'll just make sure I don't finish the mission before you get back. Yeah, I just, yeah, okay. Picked up. Yeah, I just want to make sure you get paid out for it, so I don't want to turn it in. Or finish the whole thing.
Where is the name? What? Where is it? Alright, well. Oh, there it is. I'm an idiot. I'm not looking at my mini-map. You sent me a message again?
Nope.
Huh, somebody sent me a message. Game. Alright. One of my friends just like, oh, download Marble Heroes. Damn. Alright, I think I scanned that. There we go, yep. Ross 44. Oh, son of
Frameshift
a
drive
bee.
charging.
It's one of those planet ones. I gotta land on the
Rating
planet.
engaged. 4,
Not that bad.
2,
Well, yeah, it's not that bad. It's time consuming, somewhat.
What are you doing right now?
I'm taking some dude to a place, and then I'm gonna sell some liquor at the same place.
Cool. I'm murdering people.
I'm also on open play while I'm streaming, so probably get taken down eventually by some pleb.
No, I doubt it.
Yeah, some
It's
people.
really not that common.
Stream snipe. Well, yeah, you're right. Because I mean, stream sniping isn't like prevalent as it was.
Oh, I mean, stream sniping definitely exists still. I think it happen. I don't think it happens as much in this game. There's real consequence to just like going after someone. Like if you what the fuck is okay? One of the orbit lines is glitching out on my screen.
Or maybe the planet
Weird.
is going into the sun.
That would be unfortunate for them.
Which would be kind of interesting to see.
Dispatch my fighter, please. So sick. Just launch my fighter out there. Ah, that's so dope. I finally gave in and bought a fighter. Oh god, I just accidentally fucking turned on my fucking silent running. That was a mistake. Get my shields back online, please. Chef. How come I can't? Shield cell bank, how come I can't use it? What the fuck? I'm trying to fire it. Not working.
Well, someone's like got mirrored on. Because you can't see them, but they're flying. You know what I'm saying?
Who's flying?
Did you notice that some of the things don't light up? It's because they have that, like, shield, like, on their vehicle. So, you know, when they're flying, and they're just flying black. There's, like, no light on them.
Oh, yeah.
It's because they have that special thing on. Giant ship got taken out here.
Okay, I need to look up how to use shield cell banks. Because I almost just got killed because I didn't know how. Like, I have them, so, like, I mean... How to use shield cell bank.
Under attack.
Under attack by from what?
Shields offline. Taking damage. Warning.
Oh, you can only use them...
What?
Whoa, my...
Okay, well, my ship just exploded.
That's unfortunate.
Wow.
I need to go land.
By Jorn Relling. What a tool bag. Alright, well, the good news is my ship's not that expensive. Well, it is, but it's not really. That kinda sucked. I can't wait to buy the Beluga. Mm. That kind of sucked. I'm at the Carter Hub. I want to see what's in here.
I went to a place called Bacon City the other day.
Bacon City.
That was kind of cool.
There.
A lot of bacon.
Really? Like that was one of the commodities?
Oh, yeah, that's all they sold.
Oh. Interesting.
No, not actually.
Oh.
I didn't even look in their commodities. It was called Bacon City, though.
The clouds are slowly going over the house. I can see them. Got the lower clouds and then the upper clouds, and just kind of like, whoa. No, that's 6 tourists just seeking transportation. I could just take them over there.
I also, apparently, if you get a harmless crew member, you can upgrade them all the way to elite. Like you can like use them and shit until they go up to elite, and then you don't have to pay as much for them, cut wise once they are elite. If you were to like have bought like a really expensive guy right away.
Oh, cancel. Idiot. I almost canceled a really good mission. Let's see here. LHS 2037.
What, in the mission board?
Yeah, I'm just checking. Mission board.
You can't cancel missions in the mission board.
No, I accidentally almost did.
No, you can't. Like,
Not
go
the
ahead and
mission
press
board.
decline
I'm
on the
talking
mission.
about, like, you know, I selected it in my thing, you know, because I was plotting a course to it.
Oh, okay, that is different.
Yep.
I thought you meant like you were in the station and you were.
No, I was, and then well.
I get it.
Yeah.
I hear you, man.
I don't need to shoot nobody. Come on now, idiot. Why would I want to do that? 2037. Come on, give me some missions that go to 2037. Oh, they're gonna make me. Oh, salvage and rescue operation, Bacon City and Karnak. So, what? They just want you to collect things for them?
That's not good.
Nope.
You didn't quit.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy all those. Ooh, a little bit of thunder or lightning action.
Cargo hold.
Thunder
at
and
maximum
lightning,
capacity.
very, very frightening. You probably getting the storm we had earlier.
Probably not that early, much earlier.
No, it was like this morning.
No. You're not that far away, but
You know or how slow clouds move, bud?
Bud or Guy, I think I know how fast.
I'm not your guy, friend.
I'm not your friend, buddy.
I'm not your buddy, guy.
And he's shouting. You know the funniest. Have you ever played the South Park game?
I have them both. I have not played through either.
Play the first
I just haven't had the time.
Play the first one.
I watched a playthrough of the first one. Some guy played as like a black Jew. Like
They go
like
to Canada
the
in
hardest
the first
difficulty.
one.
Yeah, buddy.
Did you wait until you see what Canada looks like though? It is the best twist.
I've seen like gameplay of it.
Yeah, I couldn't stop laughing because it was like an N6. It was like a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the?
It's like so primitive and shit. It's like all Paper Mario.
Let's see here.
Well, I guess the whole game is kind of Paper Mario in a way.
Did I already plot a course? I did. Alright. Let's launch.
Did you already plot out a course? don't know.
I got it. I got some expensive stuff to deliver too, so.
I will be right back.
Yep.
Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scoping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Hello.
Hello.
All right,
Got the
I've
answer.
learned that the shield cell bank increases the heat on your ship by like a fucking, oh my god. So if you're gonna use a shield bank, you gotta use a heat sink. And you gotta bind them to the same thing. And that's a pro tip.
Good to know.
Yeah, because I used one, because I was like, and you can only use shield cell banks if your shields are still up. So if your shields are real low, pop that shield cell bank real soon, because you won't get a chance once your shields are already down. Just like those healing beams don't work if your shields have already gone down. You know about that?
No, actually, I did not.
Yeah, those healing beams only work on shields, and if your shields are down, they will damage you. Utility mounts.
There's so many freaking things by this thing. I'm just scanning everything. See if there's any, like, cool stuff that you get. There we go. Collected, encoded, decoded emission data.
Frameshift drive charging.
Heatsink launcher, bing bang boom.
Here comes the rain.
Oh, and yeah, I got, I don't know if you know, but I got that, that Guardian Tech power plant. Thing is crazy. The 8A power plant or whatever produces 36 megawatts, and this thing produces 47.5. It's just good.
This rain should cool down my house a little bit. Be nice. It'll stop, I imagine. Soon. Oh, that looks like Jupiter.
Oh, you got Jupiter out there, huh?
See if I can scan it. Too far away. Oh, that's because I scanned the derp. I already scanned the nav beacon, so of course. I think I'm. Oh wow! That came out of there. A couple people did actually. Oh, that's right, because it's like a wing of 3. You know what I was thinking? I don't know if I have to have Memorial Day off from work. That'd be silly if I didn't. Because I know Veterans Day is like one of those days that we don't get off from work. It's just Veterans Day, I guess. Apparently it doesn't count as like a holiday. Which I'm okay with because I usually get, you know, Christmas and stuff off, so like the whole week. Oh, that's right. Yeah, your holidays. You know what's funny is like Canada's like, oh, we're gonna have our holiday like before Americans' holiday. Okay.
Well, for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, like Thanksgiving. And, I guess Independence Day.
We don't have Independence Day.
You have that one day that's right before Independence Day. It's like
We
July
got
2nd.
Canada Day because that's when we fucking got, like, that's when we became a country.
Yeah, it's the same as Independence Day, you jackass.
But the thing is that we became a country before y'all did, so... Well, not actually.
Actually, no.
Well, not
What?
actually.
No.
Not actually.
No.
But well, I mean, like date-wise, I mean, like, you know, on July 1st.
Yeah, I mean,
so, I mean, like...
I asked about that, and she's like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you know." I asked my ex about this, and she's like, "Oh yeah, it's like you know, it's the day that Canada asked if they could be independent, and England's like, oh yeah, you can." And there was no war. It was just like, oh, okay.
Bullshit. Well, I mean, like, there was a lot of, like, unrest and shit that led up to it. Like, we were sick of being a colony.
You guys should just.
I mean, there was the war of,
okay.
there was the War of 1812, like, for Canada type thing, between the French and the British.
Well, yeah, we had our War of 1812 as well. They burned down Washington, D.C., entire thing.
Yep, damn straight we did. But that's because you guys fuck with Canada, you know, you get burned. Oh god, no, I'm sorry.
So I recently watched this funny thing on YouTube about this one guy. They were crossing the Lewiston Bridge, and like one of the on the U.S. side, they stopped the guy, and he was and they kind of played it off like the guy was just like the Border Patrol guy was just like, asking, some really, asking like 50 million questions. And so Canadian guy was kind of getting irate because he's like, I don't know what stores we're going to, because they said they were going to the mall. He's like, I don't know what we're going. And it's like, I mean, you could have just said, like, I don't know, the shoe store. We're getting shoes. It's like, I don't know, we're going shopping. And then they got all arrested because the guy started like, oh, wouldn't get this treated this way in Canada. I was like, do you know where you are? You're in America, okay? you don't fuck around. I mean, yeah, we're free and all, but if anybody pulls you over in common, you're lying to them. Yeah, you better. It's better not to lie to them and just get a ticket or something than to lie to them, because you'll get more heat because it's based on their personal beliefs. Like if you're speeding,
I don't really know what the situation was, but I mean, like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, if you're
I
speeding
mean,
in the
like,
United
personally,
States,
like,
right?
I don't really go to America because of the justice system.
If you're
I think it's
speeding
kinda
in the
fucked down
United
there.
States and you get pulled over, it's like, oh, what were you doing? Don't bullshit them. Just say, hey, you know what? I wasn't checking my speed.
Well, I mean, what was he bullshitting them, or was he just saying he was going shopping? I mean,
Well, no, because
kind of
he's
sounds like
do
he
he's
told
like,
them what he was doing.
He was like, do I look like a terrorist? And then he was like, you know, are you gonna shoot me? And you know,
he sounds fucked, right? Like,
so the guy's like, are you gonna shoot me now? And basically he's being an idiot. You know, like
yeah,
his wife was getting irate.
So he's an idiot.
Yeah, he was being an idiot, and it's like, dude, you're not coming to America now because you're inside. You didn't listen to the guy at the booth. I mean, this could have all been solved if you just, like, when the guy said, hey, go in there, sit down, we're going to search your car. Because they do this sometimes, in random searches. I mean, my car got searched coming over the last time, but that was, you know, I was still in the car. Because, you know, he asked, oh, you bringing any weapons, drugs? And I'm like, no, dude, just came back from a concert. It's like 8 in the morning. I think I told you this. It was like 8 in the morning.
Yeah, they're allowed to search you. It's a border, right?
I'm like, because, and I'm an idiot myself because I didn't have my back windows rolled down, and I'm like, son of a b, because I forgot. And my back windows are blacked out, factory blacked out. All right, you know how most cars fronts are clear, which mine are, so it doesn't matter. I don't have any tint on them. But the backs usually are blacked out. You ever see a minivan? Same thing. You cannot look in the back of a minivan because most of the time it's kids, so they're blacked out because for shade purposes, not for privacy purposes. So, you know, my car had blacked out windows. I've actually been asked by cops before and inspectors. It's like, is that tint you put on? And I'm like, no, that's factory. Thank you very much. So, but no, and he's like, oh, I need to look in the back here, and I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, can you open it from the inside? I was already in park. You know, I'm not gonna sit and drive. I put it in park and talk to these guys. I mean, they're gonna make me put it in park anyways. You know, so and like, I have to get out of the car to open it for you. And, as I'm opening the door, he's like, stay in your car, make sure your car's parked. And then he found the button finally because it's like underneath the hatch. And he opened it, and he's looking in the back there, and I told him that because it was raining, and I'm like, my clothes are wet. I mean, yeah, you can look through my stuff. I have nothing. I don't do drugs. I don't carry weapons with me. You know, I'm like, do what you need to do. And he's like, you got your ticket with you from the concert you went to last night? And I'm like, absolutely. And I had my jacket next to me. I had it off because it was soaking wet from the rain last night, like I told him, because it rained in Toronto. And I pull out my ticket, and it's like wet, and he looks at it, he looks at me, he looks at it, looks at me, and he's like, okay, you're good to go. I'm like, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I'm like, really, bud? Oh wait, am I supposed to get out of here, or did I landed?
I mean, like the guy just sounded like he was an idiot. I mean,
I think the best time was when I was coming back though, from Canada, and I stayed at that girl's house overnight, and I was coming back. He's like, what were you doing? I'm like, well, to be honest, I stayed the night at, so-and-so's house, and that's what I was doing. All right, have a good day. I'm like, okay, thanks, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what I was doing. You wanted to know. It's like, it was a younger guy too. I was like, dude, this is what I was doing. All right. He's like, okay, you have fun. And you know,
It's probably a pretty common thing.
you know what's funny is like,
like,
going into Canada, the women don't ever give me any trouble. It's weird. It's like, oh, what are you doing? It's like, I'm going, hang out with my friend, you know, or I'm going to a concert. Here's my ticket. This is where I'm going.
I don't know. I'd say generally, like, you know, getting into Canada is pretty easy.
I think this guy got, you know, kept asking me all these questions, but other than that, I mean, it was like, because I've been asked like 50 million questions all the time. Bring any guns? Bring in any drugs? So, you know, I was like, I don't have any drugs.
Basic questions, though.
You know, just like, I just like, listen, I don't have any of this. I don't have any of this. I don't have any of this. So like, do you got any drugs with you? And I'm like, no, I don't have any drugs with me. Alrighty, see ya. I'm like, okay, thank you, sir. Bye. I think crossing the Rainbow Bridge, somebody was giving the one on the Canadian side was giving me some lip. I'm like, he's like, where are you going?
Sure.
This is like 8 o'clock at night, or not 8. It had been like 7. He's like, where are you going? I'm going to this bar. There's an event going on at this bar, and that's where I'm going. Who are you seeing? And I'm like, I'm seeing my ex-girlfriend. I'm like, oh, does she know you're coming? And I'm like, have you talked to her before? Have you met this person in real life? I'm like, yes. Yes, we know each other. I met her off, and like, you know, like every question is like, where did you meet her? I was like, I met her off of Tinder, like, you know, 3 months ago, or 4 months ago, or a year ago. You know, it's just kind of like, really? It's like, come on, you have all this information. Load it up in your little booklet, and then just let me go.
Yeah, I mean, just like anything, sometimes you run into dicks, sometimes you don't, right? Like, you know, like you know, I work in film, and, you know, we lock up a lot of our stuff at, you know, ports and stuff, and, you know, cargo areas, and just, you know, place where we can store like equipment and shit.
Work in film.
Especially for like large movies. Yeah, you know this. Like, I've told you this before.
No?
Yeah, you like special effects for
Oh.
TV and movie.
That's cool. So you're an FX guy.
I'm an effects guy.
Yeah. That must be a good paying job. How much you get paid? A year. Roughly. Give me an estimate.
Roughly, you can make, like, the thing is that, like, I don't work.
Tell me what a
like,
typical like job / movie like payout would be.
See, like, this is the thing, is like, I'm trying to explain it.
Oh, okay.
It's not your typical job where you get a typical payout and it's like a set pay. You have set minimum pay.
Mm-hmm.
So the set minimum pay for my position is, I think, $26.75 right now, an hour, and then that scales up to 1.5 after 8, double after 12, triple after 14 or 15.
Damn.
And then, like, so it's not like a weekly overtime, it's a daily overtime. I'm like waiting for a mission here, and I'm not getting
That's
any
a
of
lot
them.
of money, and then they can.
And
That's like,
then,
you know, $20
well,
an hour.
I mean, like, and then, like, you know, you get, like, the way you get taxed is if I work 7 days a week, or like 7 days in 1 week on one show, I get taxed for that one show. So let's say I pulled in like something like $5,000 that week or whatever. I get taxed for that one show, and I'm paying like a ridiculous amount of taxes, right?
Yeah.
Because I made $5,000 that week. If I work for 7 different shows every day, I get taxed per show. So I'm paying a minimal amount, but
now,
I'm still
can
making
you
that
disclose
$5,000.
like the shows, or are they like?
Of course you disclose
should
it.
I?
Yeah, I mean, like it's on your pay stubs and stuff, right? Like, so it
Oh,
all
no,
goes
no, no.
through
I'm
like the
talking about
proper.
like if I were to ask, hey, what kind of shows can you disclose it, or is it kind of like, oh, I can't disclose that because that's
I sign
and like a
non-disclosure agreements for any
yeah, a
show that I'm currently working on.
okay for current
But I can tell
shows.
you things that I have worked on
Yeah.
before and things that I have done
All
before.
right, and then I can let you know if
They
I've seen
think
it
that
before.
are out.
Would it be something I
Yeah,
would have
pretty
seen
much.
before?
Most likely.
Okay, tell me one. Tell me one. I'll tell you if I liked it or not.
It. It.
Oh, the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty. Wait a minute.
I did like the fire and a lot of blood for like that type of shit.
Oh, like making like the material or
like actual like on set stuff. I
Yeah.
don't do much in shop stuff. I mean like
Okay.
that's kind of the cushy job that I kind of wish I had.
Okay.
It's that's the 9 to 5. You know, not a lot of overtime, but you're getting a set pay every week, and you can have a family, and you know. So it's kind of nice in that
It's a pretty good
situation.
movie. It's I'm trying to think.
I
think it was like
so I worked on
film.
that. Worked on. Let me pull up my crewing history because I've worked on a lot. in
Man,
my
you could put a
career.
lot on your resume. You know, I have a communications degree, but it's only a bachelor's degree. So, I mean, that's why that's why I have a lot of YouTube videos, and you're just kind of like, you have some weird shit on
So
there.
I can't tell you what I worked on because it's not currently out, but I worked on a Netflix original that will be coming this Christmas.
Okay.
Can't really say anything about that.
No, don't worry about that because I've seen so many Netflix originals that some I liked, some I didn't like. Obviously, Hemlock Grove was okay the first season, and then it was kind of like,
We
this is
worked on
stupid.
that actually, yeah.
That was like after like the first season.
It would like so a lot of those times like we work on shit, it's like it's bad writing. Like I will say that like sometimes the writing is bad. Like I've worked on shit where the writing is like really good and powerful, right? Like where the fuck are these signal sources? This is crazy. So we're like it has been like very powerful, and it has been you know.
Yeah, don't
inspired,
disclose
it's actually-
anything because I'm actually streaming, so don't disclose anything that you can't disclose.
Oh no, I'm no, like
All right.
I'm not like I'm streaming too. So
Oh,
okay. I worked on The Expanse, like seasons 1 through 3.
I don't know.
It's a really good like it's kind of like space like epic type thing. I worked on the new Star Trek series, 12 Monkeys series.
12 Monkeys.
The Strain.
There's a series?
Yeah, apparently I didn't ever watch it, but
You know what would be really cool if you like worked on that new Fahrenheit movie or show coming up on HBO.
I did.
You did. Okay.
Yeah. I did,
That show, I can't wait for it. I read
that
the
was-
book and I watched the old movie. I cannot wait for it because that's going to be good. Oh, wait a minute. You said, okay, so Netflix. I'm thinking, so did you work on, oh man, I want to get a job at Netflix like that shit. I'm just trying to think.
I don't have a job at Netflix, like so, like they like it's kind of like a contract thing. So I work like you know that like star you see at the end of the credits.
Sure.
Okay, well, like I mean, like pretty much there's like a 5-pronged star that says IATSE, and each like it's IATSE. And that's who I work for.
Okay.
That's my union local. Worked on Suits, The Strain, Shadowhunters, the new Boo Boo Boo. Just think of like things that I can still disclose. This doesn't show everything too.
Now, do you work on set or like
This
off?
is-
Like you
this
said,
only
you
goes
work
back to, like,
sort of
last
on
year.
set, right? And like we're off to the side most of the time.
I work on set.
Okay. Yeah, because
I
you're like,
worked on
I wish I had something
Suicide
cushy where I
Squad.
didn't have to.
But I mean, like, there's actually a funny story about Suicide Squad where, I mean, I didn't see the movie, so, like, you know, and I had nothing to do with the story, so don't hate me.
No, you know
But,
what? I didn't mind Suicide Squad. You know what I hated though? I don't like the Batman vs Superman kind of thing going on. Like, who the hell? Okay, you do the FX right. Explain to me why Superman had to keep his mustache. I mean, couldn't they just, like, for his other movie that he was working on, had a new mustache? You know, like, couldn't he just, like, have a fake one put on? It wouldn't have been more... Whoever did the FX
I can't explain that.
Whoever did the FX, they spent so much money. They could have paid the guy, like, to shave the damn thing off instead of keeping... Oh my god! And
what do you mean the effects?
The effects were awful. If you've seen the newest like Superman movie, or like not Superman movie, like whatever.
I do physical stuff like explosions and like,
this is
like
digital.
real life
This is
stuff.
digital.
Yeah, so I don't know anything about the digital side of it. I've been kind of wanting to get into it, but like it's a different world. They kind of like it's
very
you're non-unionized.
technical.
You're non-unionized as well, like just like the logistics side of it is completely different. You're not getting your jobs the same, you know, you're less job security, I'd say, but more chance to make more type thing. You know what I mean? So like you know, like I know a lot of
So you work with
VFX
puppets
guys.
at all? Like puppeteering?
No,
Oh, okay.
that wouldn't be my department.
All right. Well, I just
do
gotta ask because
puppeteering and
you
shit.
know, because I know some people that work in puppeteering in like Toronto area.
No, I actually have never really seen puppeteers on set, to tell you the truth. Like sometimes, like physical effects guys, we kind of are puppeteers when we're like shaking a set or doing this, that, whatever. But like, you know, I've never seen like a legitimate puppeteer on set. I worked on The Shape of Water.
Never seen it.
Uh,
I know what you're
won a
talking
whole
about.
bunch of awards. Yeah, no, won a whole bunch of awards this year. I just recently saw it. Weird movie. I mean, it was good. It was good, but it was a weird one.
It was about a woman that wanted to have sex with a fish or something.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
like you pretty much just summed up the movie.
That's pretty much what I figured it was, and I'm like, And basically they took the same effects from Hellboy 2. That one character looked exactly the same.
Well, it's the same actor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the same actor, so it kind of looks the same.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, yeah. I don't know if that's...
He's been in a lot of stuff, too.
Yeah.
He's been in, a lot of movies. Hellboy, that. He was in, Hocus Pocus. He was the guy with his mouth sewed shut. He was a lot younger than that, that guy's a pretty good actor. He's like, yeah, I'm the actor that everybody has seen before.
He's a mime.
Yeah, he's a mime. Pretty much.
But yeah, he's a good actor.
Landing authorized. Clear to land on pad 04. Clear for automated approach vectoring.
Oh.
Yeah, so some of the movies that I've worked on are my own personal movies. I digitally edited myself into Fallout 4. Fallout 4. That was pretty funny. I was doing a cover of the song Spaceman. This is like 8 years ago when I used to do music videos. I want to do them again. I have. It's been 10 years since I've done my first one, and I'm going to redo it this year because it's 10-year anniversary. But lately I just stream games. It's like I just don't feel like it right now. Just trying to make money, and you know, obviously back then I had so much time because I was going to college and had time. Now my weekends are full of what should I fix this weekend, or what game should I play all day?
Yeah, well, I mean, like that's kind of how it is for me. You know, it's like when I get home from work, like after having, we pretty much have 12-hour minimums. It's actually an 8-hour minimum, so it's like if I get sent home after 2 hours, I get paid for 8. But they generally keep us there until 12 hours because that's when we get expensive. You know what I mean? So they'll keep us right up until we get expensive, and then they'll let us go. Generally, I mean, sometimes they have to. I mean, they have a schedule, right? They have
Well,
a
yeah,
deadline.
they're trying to get things, shit done, quicker, so it doesn't cost them more money.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't blame them.
Neither do I, really. Yeah, there are some things like that are coming down the pipeline that I can't really disclose.
That's fine.
About whether they even exist or not. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But
I lost money because I forgot to drop that shit off. Damn it.
I'm just looking for a friggin' goddamn signal source.
Yeah, so I was talking to some chick on OkCupid today. She stopped talking, but I'll message her tomorrow. All is not lost yet.
Never is.
I try not to push things. I'm more laid back. Like, if you make the effort to message me, then yeah, you want to know a little bit more.
Yeah.
I guess that's a little, it's a little different because my one friend, he gets catfished all the time. Me, I haven't got catfished yet. That's because I play smart.
I've never been catfished either.
I play it smart. It's like, hey, we have to FaceTime before I even meet you. Make sure we get to talk on the phone. Do something to verify that you're real. And if you're not willing to do that, then, what's the point? You're not willing to do that, then I'm not going to go, out of my way to take you out for dinner or get some coffee, And if I did get catfish, going to get some coffee, I'm like, I'm going to get some coffee and get the hell out of there, So it's all is not lost. I mean, I'm still going to get coffee. I mean...
Oh, I finally found one.
You're trying to kill those guys still?
Yeah. I figure I get it down to like one guy left, so when he comes back, he can...
Well, he hasn't come back yet. He'll probably come back tomorrow.
I don't know, I mean... Come back whenever he does or not, like, I don't really care, I just... I don't really care when he comes back, I just want to have, like, one guy left type thing.
Oh, let's see here. Poor businessman. Whoa. Whoa.
Why does it say interdiction failure?
Oh my goodness, that's like $500,000.
What's
to
like $500,000?
LH2106. That's one jump for $500,000.
Yeah, you know how, like, what's the arrival point distance?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, how fun.
Have fun. LHS 216. I should probably buy that. Let's see here. There we
I got my money on 300,000.
This place doesn't have that much. Animal meat? Oh, come on, give me something good to eat.
Incoming mission critical message.
Son of a bitch, this person's already asking for things. Should have left. Let's see what you need. Calm.
Just let them bitch and moan. I don't do anything for those guys. Fuck it. I'm not here to cater to people. I'm
Oh,
here
this
to
person wants to
travel
go
you somewhere.
to Gamma Laports. Bonus reward 120. You know what? Screw it. I'll accept your little challenge.
What's your bonus reward?
120,000. I want to see where this is. You tricked me, you dirty person. Oh no, it's not that far. It's only 2 jumps. It's only 2 jumps. Okay, there's nothing I'm gonna launch. This is an awful place. El Kakala. Awful place.
Sounds like an awful place.
It is. There's like nothing here. Like, they need more stuff. It's an agricultural place.
Landing coupler disengaged. Follow the greens on your way out.
Follow the greens on the way out. You're speeding inside the station. Don't speed inside the station, sonny.
Landing gear retracted.
Why is 071? Yeah, 17.
Frameshift drive charging.
I can't wait for this. Hopefully, this game
You are clear to resume
let you use the
FFC out.
whatchamacallit.
4, 3, 2,
I agree.
What's that? My brain's not working. Having a little beer tonight, but that's different. But oh. Oh,
I
fudge
need to
pack.
eat something.
I need to eat something.
No, I need to eat something.
I ate something. I'm done eating.
I need to get eaten.
Frameshift drive charging.
Grab yourself a Cliff Bar. Those are delicious. I get them like at.
Oh fuck! There's another Imperial Cutter out here.
Is it? Is
Bruh.
4, 3, 2,
But fuck!
Oh, is it
I
attacking
can't.
you?
I keep accidentally running silent running
Silent
or whatever.
running. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Imperial Clipper. Oh, it's a Clipper. Never
incoming
mind.
mission critical message.
He's wanted. Oh, buddy, you about to die. Clipper is down.
No new astronomical object discovered. No new. Wow. Flying in and out through the sector. Looks like a group of 2. Bunch of people going out. There it is.
So good having a bulkhead. I haven't had shields this entire time, and I'm still able to
Frameshift drive
fight these guys
charging.
and shit.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Going to Gamma Leoport's A. What's the tour attraction looking at Gamma? Visitor beacon. Okay. You know what game, like I was telling you before, I would love to stream is The Witcher. Oh, you Sly Dog, you working on that? Or you can't disclose that. Oh, you're not there. You're
What?
The Witcher.
Am I
Yeah,
working on The Witcher?
Yeah, The Witcher. You know that show, The Witcher? They're coming out on Netflix.
No, it's not being filmed here as far as I know.
Oh, it's probably being filmed overseas, because if you think about it, that's where it kind of originates. Make more sense to film it there. Trying to think of a show that was kind of was made in Canada, but it was like an American show. Psyched. That show's good. I like that. The original, you know, like before I stopped watching it, canceled it.
I don't know what.
Pretty good. I think it was filmed in British Columbia.
I never heard of it.
Mission objective complete. Frameshift drive charging.
So, is your company also like responsible for like props as well?
We do some props.
Yeah, like finding props, like just for example,
No,
like
so we would do
Disengaged.
the props that would be like, destructible
okay,
or have like a mechanism, like if it was like supposed to like spin on his hand, or it was like if it's like a helmet with lights on it or something, that's like the props department. If it's like, an old globe, that's props department. If it's something that's like,
Frameshift
supposed to
drive
explode, or supposed to like have a function, or whole bunch of
yeah,
different
like
things. But I
a
mean,
breakable wall.
or like breakable wall, candy glass, like glass that's supposed to like shatter or whatever. If you were to like use a fire extinguisher as a weapon, hit people with it, we would make it out of foam, like like a foam or something like that, to like make sure somebody doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, and obviously because if they're gonna be, doing scenes with it, it's gonna be heavy. You want something light to carry around.
Exactly.
The actors are
Skipping.
go
Yeah,
into the
like I mean, like we would only
Disengaged.
use. Yeah, I mean, like like if it's like, I don't know, like it depends, because we have like gun wranglers for. We have gun wranglers, so they're the guys who have like all the real guns and stuff, and like props like takes care of like fake guns. So I mean, like it's a weird breaking up of like who does what with props, but I don't know, that's where you kind of have a talk with
Does that be an
other
interesting job
departments.
to be that person to find like props that the director wants in that film? Like,
It's a hard job to have.
or a hard job to get or have. Is it hard to have or get?
Have.
Have. Okay.
And I guess it's not that easy to get, but it's definitely harder to have than it is to get. It's one of those things where you have a certain budget and you have to source a lot of shit.
I don't know. Maybe
Right, so
that's what I should get into. I mean, I'm really frugal. I'm really good at finding things that are hard to get for cheap.
yeah, you have to be like pretty thrifty and shit. And I mean, like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things you can get brand new.
Yeah.
Like,
They're cheap.
yeah, for the most part, like your wardrobe department spends so much money. Like,
Yeah.
suits are all Armani and fucking Gucci, and which is really good for the crew, because afterwards it all goes on sale. It's like fucking Armani jacket's been worn one time and you get it like 85% off of what it is at a store. Yeah, I'm buying that. Like,
That's awesome.
like a movie star wore it for one day and now it's for sale. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. I mean, like, and like sometimes there are some clothes there that aren't worth taking, for sure. Like,
Yeah. Like a dress. I mean,
But-
you wouldn't wear one, but maybe you would. I mean, if it was a good enough dress.
no, like I mean, like, not even like dresses. I mean, like, sometimes we get shit that has a bit of blood stain on it, or has like a tear in it because it was like an action scene or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so some shit isn't worth it, but I mean,
I imagine, like, the clothes you'd want to get are like the clothes you get off of a comedy movie. Because
yeah, you want clothes off of like a drama,
yeah,
comedy. Suits is one really good one to go to. The TV show Suits, because like top of the line suits, tailored to other people, but you could get it, like as long as they're
retailer,
bigger
if
than
you
you,
get like
you get
a
a
little bit
retailer it.
bigger, yeah.
Yeah, so and these suits are like, $7,000 suits, right?
Yeah.
So suits are, yeah, that's definitely a good one to go to. Pretty much no horror movies. no like action / shooter type shit because you're probably gonna get blood on it. Space isn't that good because you're never really finding shit that's like you would wear in this fucking day and age.
I don't
A
know.
lot of the
Some of
time
those
it's like,
T-shirts, or those tight-fitting, nylon zip bonds. I wouldn't mind wearing one of those and be like, what the hell are you wearing? You know that one film that, came out 4 years ago? Yeah, I got that shirt. Oh, man, it's like the only one in existence. I know! My nipples are just, popping through the shirt kind of thing. It's
yeah.
like,
I mean,
yeah!
my girlfriend, actors obviously get first dibs on everything. So, my girlfriend's an actress,
Okay.
and she was on Carrie. She was one of the people who one of the teenagers who fucking drove Carrie to Snap or whatever.
Oh, cool.
And there was there were situations where they did scenes where they went swimming and shit, and they were given really nice Victoria's Secret underwear that you can't see underneath a dress. Or yeah, no, that's what it was. It was the prom scene or whatever, or the high school dance scene or whatever.
Okay, so everybody got
they wanted her to wear a dress
and fire.
Yeah, so but I mean the underwear or whatever were fine, and so she got a whole bunch of these really expensive Victoria's Secret underwear that you can't see underneath dresses and shit for free, which was really nice. A lot of the shit that's worth it is generally taken by the actor.
Good.
I've seen a lot of really nice leather jackets go up for sale though. Usually there's that's the thing though. It's if you want something good, you got to be there first because it's first come first serve, right?
Oh yeah, I've I was in the military, so it was kind of when they were doing their giveaway of stupid things, I just happened to be there that day, and they were well, we're giving away all this stuff for free, so we're gonna do a silent auction. All right, you get X amount of these tickets. I mean, it's free, but everybody that's here today, which was about 50 people, you get this amount of tickets. I don't know how many tickets there were. It was just you write your name in it, you put it in the bucket, we pull it, you get it. All right, it's the only way fair thing we can do. To make it fair, because obviously if you really wanted it, you'd dump all your tickets to one thing. I managed to put up my tickets in a couple different things because I really didn't want anything, and I won 5 different things. I got this nice chest, and I got a helmet. They're yeah, don't tell anybody you got this, but it's the helmet's 40 years old. Okay, so it's not worth anything. But it's a cool little prop. It's it says training use only, and it's so worn down that you could barely see that it was training use only. So.
Yeah,
But I use it as.
It's kind of like that, but it's there's no limit, and you pay with cash.
Yeah.
So it's you could walk in there with $400 and walk out with just ridiculously nice clothes and
That's why I like
that's
going
one thing that's nice about being on
auction.
set.
Yeah.
That's one nice thing about being on set is that there's a lot of different things you can talk to set decoration, set deck department. I'm really good friends with a few people in set deck, and pretty much they're the people who are putting up the artwork, the couches, the furniture, all that type of shit, right? So there was there has been in the past some really nice artwork that I've been hey man, I kind of really like that painting, this, that, whatever, and I actually kind of got shot down on the painting because there was the DOP also really liked it, and he's the fucking DOP, so obviously he's gonna get it. But yeah.
No, dude,
Yeah.
I go to auctions every Friday or so, when I feel like it. I spent $100 this last time, but I got a carpet, an 8x10 carpet for $50. These are it's a $200 carpet,
Oh fuck.
And then
Oh shit, dude. Well, have you played the Detroit Become Human demo?
I bought the game. I haven't yet.
Play the demo, dude. It's so much like I bought the game too, but play the demo.
Okay.
It's like a really small demo, and it's just like really fucking cool. Pretty much.
Ooh.
It's really fucking cool.
I'm kind of
Like
hoping
you
that.
you play as like a hostage negotiator.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not even looking at anything in the game. I just, from playing the older games, like that's why the free game of the month is the same company that made Detroit Human. Um, Heavy Rain,
Yeah.
loved Heavy Rain, loved it, loved it, loved it. It was an awesome game. So I'm
I
hoping.
actually haven't played through Heavy Rain. I got
Really?
so I got the deluxe edition, and like I've seen footage of Heavy Rain. I've seen one of the outcomes of Heavy Rain,
Oh, you
not the
spoiled
good
it.
one.
You
No,
spoiled it.
I didn't spoil anything.
Sure you did. Yeah, I know. I don't want to spoil anything.
I
'Cause
watched it from beginning to end, like one
yeah,
playthrough.
yeah.
I mean,
How
this
did
was
they get a
also
bad
back in the day when
ending?
I didn't. Well, huh?
How did he get a bad ending? What was the outcome? Did the kid
The
die?
kid died, and this
Really?
dude was This dude was fucked. Like this dude had like a beard, and like he
Yeah.
looked like he just hated himself.
Wow. I didn't get that ending. I got a better ending.
Yeah, there is a bad ending. So yeah. Anyway, though, I didn't have a
I think I got
PS3
like the
back in the day.
medium ending. Most.
Yeah, I didn't have a PS3 back in the day, so like I really wanted to play it,
Oh yeah.
but I didn't have the means to play it.
Yeah, like I go to auctions because I love find the coolest things. I bought a PlayStation 3, one auction, $50, came with 25 games.
It's not bad.
It came with Kingdom Heart 1 and 2 remixed, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but this is like the last game for the system. A Final Fantasy game. I still have it. I just haven't. Lollipop Chainsaw. You know. So basically, I got the basic beginner starter set for a PlayStation 3. And the only thing that was wrong with it, like, it was risky buying it, but I knew if it didn't work, the games are going to be worth something. So I plug it in, and it turns on fine. Disk drive doesn't work. And I'm like, ha. Went on eBay for $15. I bought a new lens, popped it in,
Hmm.
and it worked. It works fine now. So,
Yeah.
joke's on
I
them.
sold my PS3 back in the day for I think $100 or so dollars.
Yeah,
I think with one controller, no games in. Like if you wanted games, it was.
and you cut out.
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying like no games in. If you wanted games, it was extra.
Yeah,
Like, you know.
I don't even have it hooked up to a TV right now. I'm working on my guest bedroom per se, cleaning that out in case people, want to come, by and stay, like my sister, or if I have somebody come over and like out of town, like any of my coworkers that are, you know, gonna be in the area. I tell them, hey, listen, you know what? Screw staying at a hotel. Just come stay at my house.
Yeah.
Haven't seen you guys in forever. Just come over. We'll go out to eat and whatnot, and you do your own shit because, And then people that come over from Canada, that I know, because I know you guys don't want to stay in a hotel room. That's just weird. I'd rather stay with people you know and know the area a little bit more, so you don't feel like an idiot. But no, I would. I mean, I wouldn't, consider it like an Airbnb room at all. It's just like we're friends and family. 'Cause I don't want no strangers kind of staying the night and hearing me yell at the TV all night. That would be weird, completely. And there we go. Come on, passenger lounge. 5 politicians seeking transportation. Yeah, I'll do this. Why not?
Incoming mission critical message.
Really? Slavery offer? Oh, interesting. So I can drop off these people to a different location for slavery. That is interesting. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I need these people alive. LFT6.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, I got a message from doing a mission. It said, hey, why don't you take those politicians for slavery? And I'm like, what the fuck? No. So, I got a message from like somebody else saying they wanted the politicians that I'm transporting for slaves, pretty much.
Awesome.
I told them no. I was like, yeah, I don't know about that.
Fuck, that sucked. I went outside and fucking... So we're getting rain. We're getting rain again. Right now, or whatever, so,
Yeah.
I went outside in my backyard real quick to go in the shed. And, just like... I was wearing like these like rubber flip-flop things and fucking...
Did you
hit a big patch of mud?
Yep.
And just fucking...
Yep.
But
Yep.
I
knew
didn't hit the
exactly what just
ground.
happened. You just like, I'm done.
I didn't hit the ground, but like my ass was like an inch off the ground. Like I went down like I was doing that, like you know that Russian kind of like hey
Yeah, oh,
type
man.
thing. Yeah.
Did you twist your ankle doing that too?
No, it was pretty good, but I kind of slipped out of the reason I was good is because I kind of slipped out of the flip flop or whatever, like
Okay.
forward through it. It is one of those like open toed ones.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so I kind of like slipped out forward through it, and like it kind of hurt my toes, and my toes are a bit muddy. But it allowed me to stop rather than like keep sliding.
Shit. A couple weeks ago, I slipped going from my kitchen to my living room. I got wooden floors in my kitchen, or not my living room, and linoleum in the kitchen. So my feet were dry. So kind of socks are on, and kitchen floor is kind of sticky, from kitchen stuff. I got a mop, but it's not bad. It's just normal, I guess, kitchen. And then I step on my wood floor, which is really slick, slipped out, and sprained my ankle. And I smashed I don't know what I did. I folded my toe, or my foot, and I still have a bruise on the top of my foot. I don't know how I got that, other than the fact that I rolled it like forward and Ow. A similar story. I felt old. Not that old. I felt old when I did it though. I was like, I had to tell people, like, I'm fucking 32 when I fell. I'm like, it wasn't my fault either. I've been felling like forever.
Way ahead is clear. Have a safe flight, Commander.
Yeah, there are, seems like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different endings
Oh, to Heavy
to this
Rain?
demo alone.
Oh, the demo. Okay.
No, just like to this demo situation.
No.
Like, you know, like you play as like a few different people, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is like all the ones they have in the situation in the full game, but it's a pretty extensive demo.
Oh, you playing that right now?
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking around and starting it out. I already have done like a couple of the different flowchart things. I just
Fuel scoop disengaged.
trying to do everything.
Where the heck am I? Did I go to the wrong place?
The thing I like about this one versus all the other Quantic Dream games,
Okay.
is that being an android, all of your probabilities of success and everything, it's all in your HUD because it's what you see as the android. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, and like, you know, it's like, you ever watch Hannibal?
Not the show, no.
Okay, well, pretty much you can like reconstruct, kind of reconstruct, like, you know, shootings and shit that have happened and like crimes that have happened to like decipher the case and shit.
Well,
But,
they
like,
had
I mean,
they had that in Heavy Rain. The one detective guy.
oh, okay, so yeah, I guess it's like the same thing.
Yeah. One was on drugs or whatever.
Yeah. But I don't know, like, I'm expecting this one to be the best Quantic Dream game yet.
I didn't realize this is so far out.
Excuse me.
Speed. The higher paying ones usually are the farther out. When you get to a planet. I'm going to Fox Enterprise.
And the game is gorgeous. Like, so gorgeous.
Are you playing with the Pro or?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to upgrade my computer. I just don't want to spend it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been saving, like, you know, just not spending so much money. It's like, I checked my electric bill from last year, and it's a little bit lower per month, each month so far. And I think it has to deal with switching out all the light bulbs in my house to the LED ones. Not using my surround sound as much. Keeping the heat low.
Sure.
Hopefully this weather stays the way it is, so I don't have to turn on my central air, because that is a killer. But it's a necessary killer, I'll tell you that much. My central air goes out. That's why I have my emergency, I need to get that shit fixed fund. Otherwise, I'd be like dropping my money on cars. No, it's like emergency. You probably need to get your roof done this year. Emergency. You need to get your whole thing serviced this year. Emergency. You should get a new furnace this year. I always got to think about those things. That's what sucks about living on my own. It's like I have to pay for this. It's not like it's I. But you fix it, and then I eventually want to sell this place, because I do. Move down south a little bit more, where it's warmer. All you have to worry about is, central air, and not worry about heat as much.
Yeah.
So I've lived in southern states. I've lived in Texas, Mississippi, Arizona. I've been to Vegas during the winter, and it wasn't even bad. Oh my god, I was wearing t-shirt and shorts. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, and the summer's horrible though.
Well, yeah, but
like
I don't mind
you're
staying
talking about
inside.
central air costs.
I don't mind staying inside.
Central air costs are going to be crazy though. If you're worried about it where you are.
Well, gas bills, because I have gas heating, it's just ridiculous. I don't know what. Either I have a gas leak, or that's why I'm waiting for my summer, to compare what I used last year to this year and see what the heck happened. So I gotta get online and see if they raised the heating and stuff, because I'm paying like $100 a month for gas, and I'm like, I didn't know I used that much, because I'm not sure if it's hot water tank that's using that much, or if it's heat. That's why I'm waiting for the gas bill next month to see if it was the heater or the see if I should maybe get that serviced or not, or if it's something's leaking somewhere. Then if I don't figure it out, then I'm gonna have to call somebody and be like, hey, listen, I don't know what's going on here. Am I leaking gas somewhere? My guess it's the furnace, because I was heavily using it this year.
Yeah, it was cold this year.
And the fact, I wouldn't use it so much when I was at home all the time, but it's
South Alpha Quebec Uniform. This port operates under federal jurisdiction. You must submit a request before landing. Okay, Commander. You are go for approach to pad 3-6. You are go for automated docking. Enjoy the ride, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
Solid contact. Securing ship. Welcome to the station, Commander.
I'm losing stuff? Oh, man. Alright, I'm gonna stop streaming this game.